And a very good morning. Right about now, you're tuned to the news review on Contact FM. I'm Jackie Monyoncho and I'm joined in studio by Eugene. Good morning.
Morning, Jackie. Good morning. It's Furahi Day.
It's Furahi Day, as you can say, but it's not Furahi outside.
This is a very perfect weather, my friend. Very good weather.
Did you know how I hustled to get here?
I don't know.
I was jumping tick-tack, tick-tack.
Why?
The potholes and everything.
The water.
The water,
You're the ones they're saying they fear the water more than cars.
I'm telling you, the car would rather pass with me than the rain on me. On my hair especially. So Eugene, what around is that you and Lion badmouthed me and said Lion said he doesn't even miss
Come
me.
again.
You badmouthed me when I was away. When I was away,
you
said Lion said that he doesn't even care if I'm not there because he doesn't like me. Where's Lion?
I don't know.
Lion, wherever you are, I'm waiting for you because I've got beef with you.
But we didn't miss you, really. Truth be said, why should we lie?
I'm hurt.
Oh yeah, we did miss you. So what's
Anyway,
up? What's new? What's in the news?
In the news, we have Rwanda has said they want to support the World Trade Organization to end global stalemate. And if you know a little history of this global stalemate, we have the EPAs that have been having talks on world trade and how to facilitate these trade facilitation agreements that were due for adoption in July, and they're still stalling. So Rwanda is like they want to help in the ending the stalemate. What do you take of that?
What I can say on these issues, again, we've always been saying about the issues of integration and the challenges of integrating different countries or communities. In this case, we're talking the financial or business aspect. Every country has their own sovereignty, has their own right to have their own fears as countries in terms of these agreements that they make. And on top of fears, there are also concerns. Some of the things that they say, okay, we would like to do this or integrate with you or partner with you, but if these issues are sorted out, and each country always has their own issues to say. The big worry is the time or the amount of time it takes to come up with a solution to some of these negotiations to have these agreements fulfilled. Also, another challenge comes in when it comes to implementing. There are times they agree on everything and even come up with a roadmap and say, yes, this is how we want to do this kind of agreement that we're having. But the problem comes in with implementing. And I'm happy that the boss of World Trade Organization was here, and they had a meeting with the Ministry of Commerce. And so I'm hoping that a quick solution will be found, because every time there is such an issue, there is definitely a group of people that is affected. And this, I'm sure, is the group that does business, cross-border trade, and also any other locals who would wish to benefit from this. They end up not benefiting in any way.
One might ask, who does Rwanda think they are to offer support to the world? We are talking about the World Trade Organization. It's not just an organization.
No, I think...
do we have... what does Rwanda have to show?
No, it's not about showing. It's not about anything. Rwanda is part of the member states that are under the World Trade Organization. So everybody matters. There's no one who doesn't matter in this kind of organizations. So it's just like a body. You cannot say... what does this one strand of my hair think it is? Because maybe it has some help it can give you on your body. Or what does this eye think it is? So everybody plays an integral role in such unions, in such bodies. So definitely I wouldn't ask even that question, like what does Rwanda think they are to offer the World Trade Organization a solution? No, everybody has their role, and there's a big reason why the World Trade Organization chief was here, and I'm sure he's also visiting other countries with an aim of finding a solution to those issues that they're having.
And yesterday we had a story by the World Health Organization where they are saying if we don't watch out, the Ebola crisis could hit 20,000 in 6 months. Since the Ebola crisis started, we made a lot of noise, and right now people are like quiet. You are now watching. Do you think it's a wake-up call that more needs to be done, more efforts need to be put?
What I know from what I do in our newsroom here in terms of research and when we send reporters out is the issue of the World Health Organization's information or news such as this one. There's a feeling, for those who don't really understand what's going on, there's a kind of feeling of why are they always sounding this alarmist kind of information? There is even a story that the World Health Organization is warning Kenya, saying that Ebola is on the way. Get ready. You know, when you have such kind of information, yes, it's good. It warns. It makes us get ready. But I don't think right now countries need alarming statements like this one. We should be hearing of, we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make sure that we don't hit 20,000 cases. We don't need to hear of stories of the cases will be 20,000 in 6 months. That is so scary in a way. We want to hear the solutions that are being worked on. We want to hear news or messages of hope that people will hear and not have that big worry. But at the end of the day, such kind of messages, you know, are needed because it keeps you in check.
I would not agree with you because if we start like talking good that the Ebola crisis is down, like the way Nigeria is.
I'm not saying we say that the Ebola, we say that the news is down. No, we don't say that. What I'm trying to say is, if you are a World Trade Organization or if you're a government, don't tell me that, you know, in the next 2 days, 20,000 people are going to die of malaria. Don't tell me that. Tell me in the next 6 months, we are working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so that 20,000 people don't die of malaria. Show me or tell us what you're doing to stop it. Don't tell us how it is going actually to even be worse. Such news doesn't help. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you agree with me
I
now?
don't agree with you at all. I don't agree. Because if something is out there in the open and you're seeing that it's going to be a disaster, it's best to start sounding the alarm early as possible.
I think I repeat myself again. I say, don't just be there to sound alarm. Be there to also say what you're doing or what should be done to make sure that that alarm you're sounding on or those numbers you're mentioning in your alarm don't happen. Yeah, that's what I think. And that was I believe in. Yes.
Moving on to some other story here, and just joining us right now is my good friend Lion.
I hear you have beef with the lion.
With you. How?
I'm a vegetarian.
How can
lion.
you say that? How can you say
I
that?
cannot have beef with you. No, I was trying to make Eugene feel good. You know, he was struggling with this. I could see it. So I said, okay, let me make him feel important.
The gay moment.
Yeah. So, I have some of those. It was raining and I was coming in thinking, it's raining, man. Hallelujah.
That was your gay moment.
Right there, man. That and Celine Dion.
So now you're saying that you really like Jackie, yeah? Because
Jackie?
she's here now.
Oh, she knows I like her. You know I like you.
when I'm here, when I'm away, you know I like you, Eugene. So Jackie does not matter anymore.
I can safely say that because my wife is francophone.
So she's not getting what you're saying. Yeah?
If we move to French, my friend, I will deny you like Judas denied Jesus.
Yeah, so it's Friday. We'll also be looking at some of the entertainment news. Jackie, I know we'll get into some of them, and I hear someone here.
What's going on?
We have on the New Times. We must give credit to them on their society page. They are talking of why visa chase is becoming a rat game for artists. Most of the artists we are hearing most of the time having been denied these visas, having visa problems. We have seen even the Big Brother issue. And so it begs a lot of questions. What's really going on? And
For maybe Big Brother is particular because it's South Africa, and we do know that we have had tensions. We do know that the absence of an actual embassy issuing visas is a big issue, and we do know that politically there is some bad blood. For other countries, again, we've said it here many times, it's left to the discretion of a country to give you a visa or not give it to you. That being said, we've known in the past that some artists have been going from here under the guise of performing in those countries and never came back. So I'm sure that those people issuing visas, if they see somebody else come and say, "Oh, you're an artist from Rwanda," I know we know it happens also with athletes. Some delegations go and don't come back. Of course, you're going to be hesitant in giving a visa again. Yeah. So
that could be the worry.
It could be, but then again, since they don't communicate about it,
yes,
and they won't tell you this is the reason why we didn't give you the visa, then but we can speculate that it may have some kind of link.
But what needs to be done then? Because if
they need to stop not coming back.
Yeah. And still talking of entertainment, Go Senore upheld by artists who bribed fans.
Upheld by artists who do what?
Who bribed fans. What he's saying is he's annoyed by the fact that there are some artists in the Primus Guma Guma who bribed fans to boo others on stage.
Really?
Is
he saying it's maybe to look like he didn't do the same thing, or and I'm not saying he did, but it's a non-fact. It's a non-fact. It's a competition. People buy, like some people bring their used to bring their fans in. Not even used to bring. They did it up until the other day to come and cheer them up. I don't think it's necessarily wrong to have your fan club to organize it to come and cheer you on. But at the same token, like, I can speak now as a judge that it didn't make a difference, because these are other people we're looking at. But it has been raised as an issue that it may have happened that some of them have actually paid people to boo those they consider their competitors.
But does that, as you said, actually, it doesn't change anything once the decisions is done by the judges, right?
It doesn't change anything, and I'll tell you why. Music has this magical thing of getting like under your skin, and before you know, you thought you were paid to boo someone or to cheer on someone else, and before you know, you see the person dancing to that music, to the very same person they were now I can name some names. For example, I used to see it a lot with Senderi, for example. He would come on stage, and for some reason you would hear people booing. And then after a few seconds, when he starts dancing and doing what he does best, they start cheering. So for us as judges, we would look at that more, the ability of overturning this challenge. Some people will be frozen. If you come on stage and people are booing you might freeze and not know what to do. So kudos to those who were able to overcome it. But it has happened, and it has been said. No one was caught red-handed. We don't know. We didn't actually see someone paying people, but you can tell. You can tell that there's something fishy going on.
Why would you pay people to boo?
Because you're in a competition. You are trying to.
You want to create perceptions that these ones are hated. So if they are announced as the winners, then it was a wrong choice.
Yeah. Not only that, but maybe they thought it would sway us as judges. Maybe they thought that we would be fooled into thinking, okay, nobody likes this guy, or they're trying to influence. You know, it's a ripple effect. If you go in the middle of a crowd and you start clapping, people will start clapping too. It happens like that. So they think maybe there's someone who's not enjoying the performance, but who has kept it to himself. And if I start booing, the other people will boo. But they I think at the end of the day, they realize that it doesn't help. It doesn't even work like that.
Maybe we need to remind our listeners who are used to hearing the laughter of someone who was laughing on CFM breakfast this morning, why his laughter is not on the show this morning.
I woke up in a curfew. Where are you, Albert? Nice try.
Yeah, nice try.
I was ready for you today. He has gone to work on a story, and we've been for a while talking about these bodies that have surfaced in the Lake Rweru. And many speculations have been made of who are these people? Where did they come from? Did they come from Rwanda? Did they come from Burundi? So I think he's putting his money where his mouth is and doing some investigative journalism. So good luck to you, and don't end up there.
Where? Where?
In the very same lake. I hear it's swelling.
That one we will know for sure it is from Rwanda, yeah, if he does. But yeah, Albert is away on assignment.
But I'm pretty sure he's listening in.
Yes,
so,
and he's even sent a tweet,
Okay.
and is actually commenting on the issue of the visa, the Dalai Lama no visa for South Africa, and also the no Big Brother visa. So I think he's trying to insinuate what's up with South Africans.
Okay.
You
What
remember
is
the
he
day
insinuating?
of Dalai Lama. I don't want
Why
to
is
speak
it
for
also
him.
what?
If he can call us, we'll definitely let him
call us
let him
for
let him
yourself.
let him speak for himself what he means.
It's one of those explosive ones. Not trying to get away with that.
Yeah. So Jackie, you want to
On
go
the
in before I
international
go
scene,
back to some
there is
entertainment?
a sad story of Joan Rivers
Yeah.
of
Joan
Fashion
Rivers, my
Police,
friend.
who passed away yesterday
Yeah.
from cardiac arrest.
That was very sad. I read that this morning. I enjoyed Joan Rivers. She's
Yeah.
one of those comedians because she and it has to be said that she was now known for the Fashion Police on E Entertainment, but she has started out I think back in the 60s or something like that, if I remember it correctly, as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And it was a male-dominated, and still is a male-dominated field, but still she made it. And she had, if you ever followed Joan Rivers, she had that quick wit, and she was very, very funny. But sometimes she would say things, and you're like, I'm shocked, and still it's I want to laugh. So she was really good at that, and it made this last venture that she was in, the Fashion Police, it made it interesting even for a guy like me to listen, just to see what is Joan Rivers going to say. So really, rest in peace.
Yeah. There is a dilemma now, I'm sure the producers of the show are having, whether it will be cancelled or whether it will go on. And if it does go on, definitely, will it be the same as it was when she was still there?
Yeah, it will definitely be different. I imagine that they would go on with it. She has a daughter. I think it's the only child she had. She has a daughter who is also involved. She's a grown woman. They kind of look alike, but it's kind of hard because she had a lot of plastic surgery and she was not shy to talk about it. But that has nothing to do with what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
She has a daughter that she has been working a lot with, because she's been, before Fashion Police, she also did with this channel. She has been doing the red carpets analysis and stuff like that. So her daughter can surely take over some of the stuff she used to do, but she was not a comedian. The daughter is not a comedian. Joan Rivers, hilarious.
I doubt if her voice will be the same as Joan Rivers.
They kind of sound the same, but it's always tricky when you're the child of someone to take over, because people expect some things from you. I see it with the Marley Boys. People look at them and they want to see Bob Marley, but they cannot be. But listen to some of their interviews. They used to say, we are very proud that people come sometimes to see us just to get a glimpse of our father. So I imagine it's the same thing. I don't remember her name, but I'm pretty sure some people will go to see. Yeah, there you go, Melissa Rivers. So some people will go to see her to get a glimpse of the mom, and that's good. It's a matter of pride, anyways, because her mom was good. So really, kudos to her.
Yes. Now to Uganda, we are hearing information that the president's vehicle, that is Uhuru Kenyatta's vehicle, has been handed over. It's now back and packed where it belongs.
Yeah. So but there was some controversies about and some discussions about, really, was that one? Was that vehicle part of the motorcade? Was it one that the president uses sometimes himself, or was it just a staff vehicle from the president's office?
What I can confirm 100% is that car is attached to the security detail of the Kenyan.
So
Reveal
it's still a
Reveal your
BMW
sources.
and still a bulletproof one.
It is bulletproof,
Yeah.
definitely. It is a BMW, definitely. And we had some
But
information.
it's not stealing proof, obviously.
It's stealing proof. Yeah, but it's back, and there are some what is it called? Some not even speculation. Some
Buddy.
criticism coming out of this incident, that this kind of particular incident exposes the level of insecurity in even in the president's security detail.
Yeah.
When you have such a thing happening.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that you don't want to see happening,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go as far as saying that.
Yeah.
I think we've heard the incident of that couple at the day of the inauguration of Barack Obama
Yes.
for his first term.
Yes.
We heard this couple that just decided to dress up and say, let's try and see if we can get in. And they managed to get inside the White House down to the hall where this dinner was going to take place.
Yeah.
And until people were looking at the list, trying to find their seats, and said, "Wait a minute, you're not even on the
In the
list."
list, and
But
she's
then
in
they
there.
passed all these people, all
Yeah.
that security. So I think it's one of those embarrassing moments for any president's office anywhere in the world. At the same time, it can never be 100%. If someone is determined, I'm pretty sure they can get to a president.
There's another tweet I saw where people were suggesting that Kenya and Uganda are playing mind games.
What?
With
Museveni's
the cows and the cars?
Museveni's cows are said to be in Kenya. I don't know if it is true.
Yeah.
And Uhuru Kenyatta's cow was in Uganda. What's happening between the two countries?
I think we said yesterday there was a hashtag on Twitter, things that Ugandans should steal. Maybe we can go there and check some of those things. But still remaining with issues of surveillance and threats and everything like that, there is a story of a survival incident of... Today would be waking up to some news of Ebola in Kenya.
Yeah.
But the good news is that we had two cases that have been tested negative.
Okay.
But the funny incident is that there is one 10-year-old boy
Yes.
in a school in Nakuru, for those probably who know who Kenya properly, a Sierra Leone national,
Yes.
managed to get into the country.
Really. Yeah.
And we remember the ban that was given, that no citizens from those countries should be able to enter the country. But look, this is one who came in, first of all, had flown into the country, but turned away because of those details that had been given, but managed to re-enter Kenya.
Okay.
Now through Burundi. They came now from Burundi.
Okay.
So what is being said now is that this shows the laxity. If indeed he is from Sierra Leone and managed to get into a school, travel to Nairobi and then took a bus 2 hours drive to where the school is, and managed to if he was having Ebola, this would have been a very
it would have been a
situation.
very big issue. But I think it's good publicity for that school.
Now I'm
imagine
sure
how
now
someone
CNN now
tries to get
Everyone
there.
is there.
And it's like, man, this is how good we are. People from Sierra Leone go all the way to Burundi and take the bus to get to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
But
it's a scary situation.
It's
Looking
very
at
scary, but
things.
it has something in common with what we were saying with the security detail of Kenya's president. It can never be 100%. You can put all the kind of checks that you want, but still someone will pass through the cracks for sure. Speaking of cracks, there is something that I'm tired of seeing in this country, and I imagine in many other countries too. I'm tired of seeing people's butt cracks. I'm really tired of that. People are wearing these low-cut jeans, men and women, and when they're sitting down on motorbikes or on chairs in a restaurant, I'm trying to eat my food, enjoy myself, I see people's hairy, stinky butt cracks. I'm tired of that.
How did we
Why
get
don't you
there?
mind
We
your
were
own
talking
business?
about Ebola.
I talked about
butt
slipping
cracks.
through the cracks,
Cracks.
and then I remembered I've been sitting on this for quite a while. I said, okay, when can I best place it? And this seemed like the best
The best
transition.
opportunity.
Oh, yes. Stop showing me your stinky, smelly butt cracks, gentlemen and women.
Just
Okay.
have one word for you. Mind your own business. Mind your own business.
I'm trying
Don't
to
look
mind
at
my
them.
business.
Don't look at them. I won't look at you, and you don't look
my
at me.
friend, there are things
If
that
I
are
feel like
difficult.
wearing my cracks, it's up to me.
You know why it's difficult to not see it?
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things. It's like women, when you wear those Wonder bras and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to concentrate. So a butt crack kind of looks like breasts, but it's hairy and stinky and smelly.
Hey, listen, keep it there.
Too
Leave it
far.
at that point. Let's read some
took
of the
me there.
let's
I
read
was
some
trying
of
to
the
keep
comments
it.
we're having right now. Raul Rugamba, thank you for your tweet. But Raul tells us support our culture by spreading the word. The word that he wants us to spread is this Igitara Mohove Rwanda that
Oh, yeah, absolutely,
that is going to be
absolutely.
taking place.
Did he give you
I think
something?
when is this? this is when Raul, when it is
I
happening
think
on the
is it on
13th,
13th?
13th at Serena. Yeah, you know, when Albert is away, I'm in charge. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the endorsement
You're
segment.
I endorse your endorsement. Yeah.
Yes, there
There's
you
another
go.
burning story that I have of these rehabilitation centers for street children.
Yeah.
One might see it, at one point it's a good thing for Kigali City Council and the National Children's Council to come up with such a thing. But is it really the right move to have rehabilitation centers for street children? They have homes where they came from.
Do they? I think it's on a case-to-case basis. So we don't know if they all have homes, and we don't know what kind of homes they come from. I think evidently, if someone becomes a street kid, there is a problem. There is a problem. Be it either in that home or inside that child, but there is a problem. So forcing that kid to go back to that home, if that kid is not feeling safe or at home, then surely it's not a bad thing to have somewhere where you can actually accompany them. What I would ask myself is what happens at those rehabilitation centers, because some of these kids run away from these places saying they just want us to do chores and try to be tough on us and think that they can beat that out of them, the street kid out of them. But there needs to be an accompaniment of someone who's able, a psychologist, and hopefully not Kanyombya.
He's a
Because
psychologist.
I doubt he would make them laugh, that's for sure.
Yes. Let me clarify on the story of the Ebola scare in Kenya, where the Liberian 10-year-old managed to sneak back into the country with their parents and used Burundi. What happened is, we know that KQ has been banned from flying to Liberia and the other three West African countries.
Yeah.
So what happened with this family is they knew they wanted to fly to Kenya, but they knew that coming from Liberia, they wouldn't be able to get KQ to Kenya. So they managed to go to Burundi to board the flight from Burundi to Kenya.
Okay.
So that's the trick that some of these people are using.
Oh, so they actually boarded the flight?
Yes, from
from
Burundi. Yes.
Okay, so that begs the question then.
Yeah.
Okay, we can understand maybe that in Burundi they're not as
they haven't banned
they
them.
haven't banned them,
Yeah.
and they are not vigilant. But now, if they're boarding from Burundi a flight to Kenya, then there should be some. And that's part of the problems that you're checking at once they reach the place. But what about when they actually board the plane?
So I'm told we had yesterday a very interesting one-on-one with Rwanda's immigration.
Yes.
So we will run the rebroadcast because our time is
Say
up.
it ain't so.
Yeah.
I was running out of things to say. After butt cracks, I was pretty much done.
So you had your one thing that you wanted to mention.
I had to say it.
But
Stop
I have
showing me
beef
your
with you.
stinky, smelly butt cracks.
I have beef with you. You have to buy me beef so that beef ends.
And
on that note,
and
we
when
end
I
the
told
news
you
review.
that Kenyans like meat, you took offense to that.
All right. Good
Okay,
morning.
Good morning.